Although we will probably have a Pokemon video to watch by then. Who knows, though, because it's Ryan's night.
President Johnson.
Hey, Andrew.
So you're finally here.
Performing
expecting
for
me?
you. If you know
Your
the
equipment,
words, you
that
can
skull
join
suit isn't
in
exactly
too.
standard military issue.
Bohemian Candidate.
Are you all right, sir?
Not to be confused with the Manchurian Candidate.
Is this some kind of
As it turns
sick
out-
joke? I thought you came to kill me.
I can't read.
What?
But
I'm
that is what it
prepared
said.
to face the consequences of my betrayal.
What are you?
Oh, is it? I thought you were saying that it actually said the Manchurian
You're
Candidate, and I was like,
a
wow,
man?
my glasses are bad.
Well, who are you?
Foxhound, sir.
Foxhound?
Apparently you had it
I
easy
see.
then.
Now things are starting to make a little sense.
Okay. I have no problem with this.
Switch over to nanocommunication so nobody can listen in.
Yes,
Why does
sir.
everybody have nanocommunication?
How does this prevent people from listening in? We're still talking.
Do you read me, sir?
Yes.
Mr. President, it's my understanding that the terrorists have managed to input the code sequence necessary for launching a nuclear strike.
That's correct. I punched the sequence in myself.
You're
Why?
working for them?
If you asked me 2 hours ago, my answer would have been yes. Right now, they're keeping me alive until my vital signs are reconfirmed.
Was there an Andrew Johnson?
betrayed you?
No, there was
Yes.
an
I
Andrew
wouldn't quite put
Jackson,
it that way.
who was
I
apparently
wanted
not a good
power.
person.
They sought destruction.
But why
That is
stoop
what
to
I've heard.
terrorism?
I wanted absolute power.
Because,
But you're the president.
One
You
of
have
Murder
power.
Pods was talking about it today.
I'm just a figurehead.
What?
I don't have any control. The real power is in the Patriots' hands.
The Patriots?
The truth behind this country. I'm not surprised you've never heard of them. Very few are aware
Did I
of their
tell you about
existence,
the person who
even
was
among
parked
those
next
with
to me
Cold
at
War
the
clearance.
doctor's office today?
Yes.
Politics.
How they parked
the
like
military,
ridiculously
the
close to you.
They control
like
it
at
all.
an angle,
They even
yeah.
choose who becomes president.
Turns out it was driven by a
Putting it
very old
simply,
woman.
The
Oh my God.
Patriots
Yeah.
rule this
Buncher.
country.
No.
How?
With your fist.
Hard to believe.
That was like
isn't
8
it?
hours ago, babe.
It's the truth.
And?
The space defense, income tax reduction, and national missile defense programs. Every policy that's been credited to me was actually done according to their instructions.
Space defense was initiated by Congress.
That's what the Patriots want the country to believe. It's all a show. Democracy is just a filler for textbooks. Think about it. Do you actually believe that public opinion influences the government?
Not these days.
I was
This
gonna say, like,
country is
this
shaped and
still
controlled as the
appropriate?
Patriots
Yep.
see fit. The people are shown what they want to
21
believe.
years later.
What you call government is actually a well-staged production aimed at satisfying the public.
Huh?
Don't look at me like that. I'm legally sane,
You know, I'm pretty sure it
Not your
doesn't
sanity
matter
that
what
worries
a
me.
president's name is. They have the potential to be terrible
It's
The
true.
Patriots.
or great.
Even I don't
Also
know
true.
who the actual members are. Are they financial,
head or mine?
political, or military leaders?
On the table?
Eh.
I believe that's mine.
Okay.
No one knows who the
Can't
Patriots
remember where
really
I put
are.
my Squirtle hat
Even my instructions
Might be in the
come from a
cupboard.
cutout.
with the
All
slow
I've been
cooker and
told is
stuff.
that every key decision is made by a group of 12 men, known as the Wise Men's Committee.
Your office? The White House?
Merely puppets, pawns in a game.
That
By
sounds right.
pledging my loyalty, an insignificant
American.
son of a senator was awarded the presidency.
You son of a
That wasn't
senator.
the only price I had
I'm
to
not
pay.
sure if you saw last night,
What do
but
you
John
mean?
was like, "Stop
Even
bragging
if a
about
pawn
your
becomes
ability
a
to
queen,
get birth control."
it is still
No, that
just
was
a
Andrew.
playing piece.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I wanted to leave my own
Well
mark
then,
in
I stand
history,
corrected. Sorry, Andrew.
but my ambitions
My
were...
memory is not great.
You'll understand someday.
Nicholas, you should run for president, despite the fact that you're Canadian.
We don't have a president
I wished
here.
to be a member of the Patriots. I wanted
When's
to
the
wield
last
the
time
power
Trudeau
of a
did
king
anything?
instead of being an expendable pawn.
I feel like
And
he
that
spent the entire
justifies
pandemic
acts
hiding.
of terrorism?
Yes.
Yeah, basically.
I'd intended to use the new Metal
I didn't
Gear
vote
as a
for that man.
bargaining chip,
Nor did
Bargaining
I.
chip?
but I
I
underestimated
think I did the first time.
Solidus.
Me too.
He actually
Because
wants
I
to
didn't want
challenge
Harper
the
to win the
Patriots,
third
even if
round.
it means the destruction of the world.
What are you saying?
Whether you believe it or
I
not, the
voted for
balance
Chuck
of
Mead.
power rests in the hands of the
Same.
Patriots. They regulate the country's various interests through controlled presentation, staging a drama that is palatable to the general masses. Can you imagine what would happen if they ceased to function?
No.
Picture a
One
massive
of
political
the
vacuum.
Sim,
A space that
people that I
every
follow
powermonger
just
will
went
try to
live
fill
with a
for their own
Little
greedy
Simsy
ends.
After Dark
I'm
stream.
talking about an
Apparently they're playing the Mario
unregulated
Kart
power
drinking
struggle.
Oh, good.
Panic,
Yeah.
civil war, chaos. Like it or not, the Patriots is an organization that must continue to exist.
So you changed your mind because you wanted to avoid global chaos.
Exactly.
I
When I told Solidus
Do we
that I
have
wish
term
to
limits?
prevent disaster, he
I don't think we
replied
do.
that pawns can never become players.
I
And who
also
is this
don't know.
Solidus?
I know that there haven't, like,
My predecessor.
was Harper going for
George
round
Sears.
3 when
That was the name the
Trudeau?
public
it
came
was
to
more
know
than
him
that,
by.
I think.
Okay.
I knew him by his code name,
Jordan!
Solidus
And
Snake.
Sickabee!
He was the third snake, preceded by Solid
for
and
joining
Liquid,
us on
a
this-
survivor of the Les Enfants Terribles project.
This very
Neither
long
Solid
cutscene.
nor Liquid. He was a
Yeah.
well-balanced masterpiece that the
Also, I should've
Patriots
seen
saw
the
fit
first
to
one.
entrust with the
Yes, you
presidency.
should have.
However, he fell out of grace with the organization
time.
4 years ago. When acting on his own, he started an incident.
4 years ago.
Shadow Moses.
Metal
That's
Gear.
right. At the time, the DARPA
Hey!
chief, Donald Anderson, together with certain influential parties, initiated
how
the
they're just
development
literally
of
lifting
Metal Gear
PS1
Rex and an
content.
advanced nuclear warhead. However, this did not fall in line with
Wouldn't
the
be the first
Patriots'
time.
plans. What's more, Solidus decided on his own to send his most trusted man, Ocelot, to provoke Liquid Snake, bringing about the said
Fucking
incident.
Ocelot.
As a result, he
Fucking
succeeded
all
in
of the
obtaining
people.
Rex and the data on the warhead. But in doing, he ended up revealing the existence of both Rex and the Genome Army.
So no.
A blunder that earned him the wrath of the Patriots. Shortly
Yeah, technically
thereafter,
the Queen is still our head of
Solidus was
state.
removed
Yeah.
from the presidential office.
That's why she's on all our money.
I thought he resigned.
That's the story given
Except
to
for
the
the
general
money
public.
that she isn't
Following
on.
his resignation, the Patriots selected me, their new pawn, for the presidency.
But that would mean that the presidential race was...
That was quite a show, wasn't it? It was a well-scripted
Very entertaining.
Why is
drama
he
staged by the Patriots
surprised?
for the benefit of the public. Even the Democrats and Republicans were dancing to the Patriots' tune. Everything went according to plan,
Anyway.
but for one exception. Following his resignation, Solidus' health was scheduled to fail him, bringing
Was
about his
scheduled to
untimely
fail
death.
him.
Yeah.
capped?
Correct. But before the Patriots could execute their plot, Solidus went underground with the help of Ocelot. As he avoided pursuit, Solidus gained control of Dead Cell,
I'm
winning
sorry,
over
but
Colonel
who decided to
Galukovich's
name
outfit. From
the
there, he bided his time,
clones
knowing that his
Solidus,
opportunity would soon
Liquid, and,
arrive.
you know what?
What
Solid.
opportunity?
The completion of the new Metal Gear project, an opportunity that would even his odds
Well,
against
he
the
was the
Patriots.
third clone.
By stealing the
Oh.
Patriots'
So
most
Solid and
valued
Liquid
project,
came first.
he would be
And then
able
they're
to
like,
place
you know-
them in a
And then there
very
was
uncomfortable
Solidus.
position.
So
It's
they're
the
like,
only chance he
you know
has
what?
for survival.
Naming this thing
Once he
gaseous
has the
is
new
probably
Metal
a bad
Gear,
call, so
he'll
let's
declare
call it
war against the
Solidus.
Patriots.
Gas Snake.
Needless to say, he must be stopped.
Metal Gear
Where
is
For
is
your
already
independence
operational.
already. We're fine.
Not yet. What you saw was Metal Gear Ray, hijacked 2 years ago from the Marines by Ocelot. That was not the new Metal Gear.
Then
Oh,
where's
there's a
the
new Metal Gear?
Right here.
What?
You're standing in it. To be more precise, this entire big
What?
shell facility is the new Metal Gear.
What'd
Okay.
you say?
No, I'm quite serious.
Now I wanna
the
watch
upper
Hamilton
structure that
again.
you've seen
Maybe
is
we can watch
camouflage,
Hamilton tomorrow.
designed to
Maybe.
represent an offshore
We like
cleanup
popcorn.
facility. The main structure extends
like
from the
popcorn.
foundation all the way down to the ocean floor.
Just make
The
popcorn.
connecting elevator is located
Don't even
on
need
the
to watch
B2
anything.
floor of the Shell 1 core. Arsenal Gear. That's the code name for
I
the
also
new
kind of want to finish
Metal
this
Gear.
book
Arsenal?
so that I can start another one.
That's right. Arsenal. We're talking about an impregnable fortress.
Man, this one
carrying
is a
load of
long
over
boy.
A couple of
Okay, you know what,
thousand
I'm gonna go
missiles,
pee. Let me know if
including nuclear
anything
warheads.
shocking
All
happens.
protected
Okay,
by
will
a
do.
horde of mass-produced
Mass-produced Metal Gear
units.
Ray.
Mass-produced?
The Ray unit was originally designed for the Marines to be used as a countermeasure against the Metal Gear variations throughout the war. The Patriots
If
had
she
Ray
does,
redesigned
it
to
is
protect the new
very,
Arsenal Gear.
So now
It's so
anti-Metal
private that
Gears
nobody
are
knows about
guarding
it.
a Metal Gear.
Ironic, isn't it?
But also,
That's
I
not
wouldn't
all.
be terribly
Arsenal
surprised.
Gear has full access to the military's tactical network, giving it the ability to exercise absolute control over our nation's armed forces, not to mention our nuclear armament. In short, Arsenal was created to be the core of our country.
What kind of idiotic weapon?
Weapon? No. You're not seeing the full picture. Arsenal gear is more than just a military tool.
Okay. What
It
else
a
is it
means to
then?
preserve the world as it is. It will establish a new form of control. The Patriots will use it to keep their place as the country's true rulers. Right now, they feel pressured and threatened.
By what?
They fear an overabundance of digital information.
I didn't even
The
know they
world
were a
will
thing in
drown
Rising.
the coming flood of information.
This and the first
They
game are the
along with it.
only games in the series that I've
The
played.
Arsenal plans include a system to digitally manage the flow of information, making it possible to shape the truth for their own purposes. In short, the Arsenal system is the key to their supremacy.
The key?
Yes, the GW system is the Patriots' trump card. Arsenal gear will be fully
Welcome
operational
back.
when GW is
I
successfully
see the PS1
integrated.
graphics are done.
Once operational, it will be a
For now.
completely new form of power.
Rising is a
for
massive
the
meme right now
Patriots
for
to
the
wield.
senator and Raiden punching
I had
him.
hoped to seize the project from them, so that I would be in a strong.
I
bargaining
knew it was a
position.
massive meme right now. I didn't know
I'd
I didn't
hoped
know
to trade my way into their
what the deal
ranks.
was there.
A
Raiden's
Solidus
in
preferred
more than one
rebellion.
game?
Yeah.
Outer Heaven.
He's
His
also
plan
in
to
Metal Gear
unleash a
Rising.
nuclear blast over the skies of Wall
Alright.
Street to break the
As
Patriots'
it turns
control
out, I'm
of the
literally
business
only
community.
familiar with the first one, and that's because my dad played it when I was a baby.
Outer heaven?
Listen,
And by
there isn't
baby, I
much
mean like
time.
6.
The football served as the key for activating Arsenal gear. I've already input the necessary code sequence.
Oh,
It
thanks.
won't be long before GW begins to
No,
assemble
that's a
Mr.
bad
President?
thing. That's a
with
bad
other
thing.
external
Oh.
systems, and
Thanks,
Arsenal
Mr.
gear becomes
President.
fully operational.
Thanks, Obama.
Stop them before that happens.
Wrong, Mr. President.
That is
Hi,
your
Soul.
Roll?
You've got to
Welcome
find
back
Emma
to
Emmerich.
Raiden is a bitch.
She's the only one who can stop that thing once it's been activated.
Emma Emmerich?
She's the system programmer for Arsenal
Okay,
gear.
who in their
She's
right
somewhere
mind
on
would
level
name their
B1 in
child
the core of
Emma
this building.
Emmerich?
I thought the levels below
That's
us
just
were
rude.
flooded.
I'm sure they won't
I
let
mean,
her
I was
die
almost
just
Taylor
yet.
Kaler.
As she's the only remaining
Almost,
programmer for
but
this
they didn't
project.
actually do that.
According to
Because Mom
Ocelot,
thought that would
she
be
was
me.
being held
Yeah.
in
Exactly.
a locker room located in the northwest part of level B1.
It's fine. I'm not
Cut
keeping this
transmission
last
moving.
name. I'm gonna be a bees soon.
This is card 4. It'll give you
Yay!
access
Oh,
to
now we
relevant
get card
information.
4.
Now we gotta go swimming.
Give this to her when you find
Hal
it.
would.
What is it?
He
A
didn't name
program
her.
for
No,
disrupting
Hal
the
is,
control
her
functions between GW and
half-brother,
Arsenal Gear.
step
Take Emma to the
brother?
computer room on level B2,
Some form of brother.
Shell 1 core.
Yeah.
She'll know how to load
Brother!
the program into the main system.
A
Oh
virus?
yeah, we need to watch
That's
Full Metal
right,
Alchemist.
modeled after Foxdie.
So you're
A
aware.
biological weapon designed to selectively eliminate personnel with a specific genetic code.
But why do you have it?
The Patriots had it engineered as a failsafe, and Ocelot forgot to search me. You've got to hurry. That disc is the only
Well,
way
it's
you're
not
going to
as
stop
bad.
Arsenal.
I'm not a fan of alliteration in names, but it's not terrible.
Well, I've told you
I
everything
went
you need
to elementary school with a girl named Michelle L.
Oh.
Last name
There's only
ELL.
one thing that remains to be done.
Oh, her parents. They
Yeah.
either
Yeah.
didn't think it through or didn't care. You were almost Megan.
Now, kill me.
What the?
There's no time to argue. The final check for my vital ID will start any second. If you kill me now, you'll at least prevent the nuclear strike.
This took a turn.
Do it! That's your role!
Did he actually shoot? I'm gonna take that as a yes.
It wasn't. You have the silencer on.
Your right to free speech, Mr. President.
It wasn't.
Oh,
Oh, that was
Ocelot.
Ocelot.
Ex-president.
The president! Why did you...
Alas, my finger must have slipped.
What a
I'll
little
see you
shit.
around, carrier boy.
Why didn't you shoot him?
At him. He did us a favor. Without free will, there is
It's technically
no
from a
difference between
remarriage. Emmerich
submission
technically
and
isn't her
rebellion.
last name.
Okay, why does she go by that then?
My
Maybe
only
she just
real
liked her
choice is to
stepdad.
put an
I don't
end
know.
to this charade.
I've heard of a lot of people who
Let me at
don't
least
have
have
contact
the
with
freedom.
their bio parents taking their
end it
step parents'
myself.
name.
I suppose.
What are you...
This game was
Find
post
Emma.
9/11.
Mm-hmm.
Yike.
Stop Arsenal! This is my last order
Well,
as
it-
your
it wasn't-
commander-in-chief. I'm counting on you.
It wasn't developed post 9/11.
No. And it probably came out in Japan pre 9/11. I just assume everything comes out in Japan earlier.
I mean, it did, but I'm pretty sure that's referring to the Japanese release. Or
Oh.
the first release. Wherever that is.
The Prime Meridian.
Sure. The Prime Merlinian?
Colonel, the president
What's
is
that
dead.
from?
I see.
Think Sorcerer's
I'm sorry
Apprentice?
to hear that.
Where do we go
That
from
sounds
here?
right.
Your mission was to rescue the president and eliminate the terrorist threat.
Well,
However, given the
we did
recent
not
turn
do
of
that.
events,
That's a Nick
we will
Cage
honor
movie
the
I actually
president's
quite
last
like.
directive.
Same.
You must put
Although
a
it might
stop
be
to
because
Arsenal
J.
gear
Barrow
once and
Shout.
for all.
Do you actually think
Initially
there's any
released
truth
November
to his story
13th,
about this
2001,
big shell
so 2
facility
months
being
after.
a front for Arsenal gear?
Obi-Wan?
I don't have the security clearance necessary to
Haven't seen that
verify
yet
the
because,
facts.
like-
However, he was the president.
I'm behind on
sure he
everything.
knew what he was talking about.
Aren't you forgetting that he was part of the terrorist plot?
All the more reason why I believe his information is reliable.
Well,
We're talking
Oh,
about
God.
a man who chose to die rather than risk a nuclear holocaust. Thanks to his sacrifice, the Nuclear Launch Authority has
Wonder how
shifted
much
to the
my arm's
vice
gonna hurt
president,
tomorrow.
effectively eliminating the terrorist threat.
Colonel, when you put it like that, it almost sounds like I should have assassinated the president to eliminate the threat.
That was not my intention. I was trying to point out that there is certainly
The
some
president
credibility
is
to the words of a
dead.
man who chose death to protect the innocent.
The Colonel has a point, Jack.
What about the information he gave me on the Patriots?
Oh, it actually
That's
came
a
out
new
in
one on
Japan
me.
like 2 weeks
I'll see what I
later.
can find
Oh.
out. Raiden, we're running out of time. Find Emma. She's supposed to be located on level B1 in the core of that building you're in, right?
Haven't we been to level
You've got to
B1?
find her before Arsenal becomes
Yes.
fully
Oh, right,
operational.
but we didn't
Hurry,
have level
Jack.
4 key.
Yeah, so we
It's
have
up
to
to
swim
you to
again.
make sure that the president didn't sacrifice his life in vain.
Understood.
Bubbles.
Raiden out.
What do you want, Snake?
Snake. Don't you mean
Plisky
Pliskin?
boy.
Status, Raiden.
Snake, the president, he's been
Oh, I
assassinated.
forgot that he'd revealed
What?
himself
There was
in the
nothing
last
I could
episode.
do.
What about the nuclear strike code sequence?
He died before his vital ID could be reconfirmed.
Then the enemy's lost their nuclear strike capability.
But that Ocelot guy obviously killed the president on purpose.
Why?
It doesn't make any sense. They had to know that they couldn't
he's
launch the nuke
smoking,
if they
probably.
killed the president.
Well, he
Maybe there's
and
a way to launch without reconfirming
Making
the
out with
vital
Otacon?
ID.
Or
Otacon
maybe they
decided to go
found a
get
more
a
effective
plane.
weapon within
I don't
Arsenal
know.
gear.
You knew about Arsenal gear?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me about it? Am I correct in assuming you also know that the big
Oh, maybe
shell's
we
a
should
front
stop
for
at
the
liquor store
project?
tomorrow.
You mean, did
Maybe.
I know that the Big
Since you're out
Shell,
of
a
Malibu
fully
and all.
functional environmental cleanup
Fireball.
facility, was designed to camouflage Arsenal gear?
Oh, you're drinking
Yeah,
Fireball?
I did.
That doesn't remind you
it's
of the time
exactly
you
what the
almost
president
died?
and Ames described.
Which
a
time?
massive cover story.
Yes.
The good news is that
I
it
was
hasn't
thinking
really
the
done
most
much in
recent
terms
time.
of cleaning up the environment.
When I was like,
so we
huh.
won't have to worry
Oh,
about
yeah,
any
he's getting the
toxic
chopper
gas
fixed.
being
That makes
released if
sense.
we have
I
to
was
blow
like,
the
look
house
at this
down.
itty bitty
Right.
fireball.
And when
Isn't
did
it
you find
cute?
out
You're like,
about
I'll
all of
drink
this?
6.
It
I
took
did
a
drink
while,
all
but we
6.
uncovered the info around the time you took out
I
that
didn't
mad
intend to.
bomber.
But
Political
There's no
unrest
doubt that
simulator
Arsenal
two.
gear is being
as it
built
turns
here.
out,
And it was all
drinking
set up 2 years
lots of
ago,
alcohol
on that
makes you
day.
play
All of
worse
it.
at Sonic 06.
What?
Years ago. What really happened here?
I took these photos 2 years ago.
I know these pictures. They were on the news on several websites. If I remember right, the reporters blamed you for sinking the tanker.
That's
Tomorrow
right.
strikes,
Otacon,
indeed.
me, we were used.
We'd hoped that by going public with photos
does
of the
that
new
come
Metal
out?
Gear, we could persuade
June
the government. At least that was the plan at the time.
Sometime in June.
I've gone through VR training of the tanker mission before.
Yeah?
Pretty sure June
Well, I doubt it
10th
accurately
is when,
simulates the events of that mission.
John plans to be in Florida.
Also
I
sometime
infiltrated
in
the
June.
dummy tanker to obtain proof that a Metal Gear was under development. Shortly after I made it
Speaking
aboard,
of late
an
90s,
armed
early
group led by Colonel
2000s,
Dralukovich raided the ship and
That's
gained
when I
control.
was last
Olga and
given this
Ocelot were among the
vaccine.
raiding party.
What's up, Olga?
Yeah, and him.
Who are you talking
You
about?
haven't mentioned your
a man that
child
was
yet.
supposed to be dead.
Their target was also Metal Gear Ray.
What?
But Ocelot
how
eliminated
Olga
Colonel
was pregnant
Gralukovich
2
and
years
Marine
ago?
Commander
Oh,
Scott
yeah.
Rolfe, and he hijacked Ray.
So we betrayed
When
them?
do we get new Mario Kart
I don't
tracks?
know
I
what
still
kind of
haven't
game
gotten
was
the
going
first
down.
set yet.
All I remember
When
is
do
what
we get a new
Ocelot said
Mario
at the
Kart?
time. Something like,
never.
I'm taking it back.
When we get a new console.
Ocelot
Except
then
that'll
sank the
probably just be
tanker, along
Mario
with the
Kart 8
soldiers of
again,
the
again.
Marine Corps.
So apparently it's not really a thing outside of, like, the prairies / Manitoba specifically.
How did you manage
But,
to get out?
like,
Otacon managed to have a small
it's
boat
traditional
ready
here
for
to
me.
have a
That was the
pre-wedding
easy
socials
part.
to, like, raise
the
money
tough part
for
was not
said
getting
wedding.
dragged down with
Yeah,
a
are
sinking
we doing
tanker.
that?
I don't think we
Small
are.
miracle
Okay.
when you think
But
about
if we
it.
do,
It turned
it's
out that the
gonna be,
whole thing
like,
was a setup to
real
lure
chill.
us.
Not so much like a dance party, but like we're gonna set up some TVs
Photos
with
of
like consoles
Snake,
and do
taken by the
like,
Cypher, were released to the
tourneys.
public.
Smash Bros, Mario
In turn,
Kart,
we became the
etc.
world's most wanted environmental terrorists.
But I want to do it the Mario Kart
It was
drinking
definitely
version.
a move aimed at putting a stop to our
And Jordan's
anti-Metal
not
Gear
allowed to play
activities.
because he
But
doesn't
why
drink.
did they choose Snake?
Jordan will have to have a serious
Since the
handicap
Shadow Moses
if he
incident,
does play,
Snake became sort of a hero.
because he doesn't drink.
Yeah.
Drunk Mario Kart.
I think the Patriots weren't too happy about that.
You knew about the Patriots?
Well, yes, to a certain degree.
It seems like everyone knows about them except me.
They didn't choose Snake to be a
according
hero.
to
So they decided to do a smear
my
campaign.
Twitch app, we
I
still
think
only
the
have
Patriots
one
wanted to
viewer,
make an
but I'm
example,
gonna say that
so
that's
everybody would
false.
think twice before
pretty
opposing
false.
them.
Based on the
That's
amount
it.
of people
They
we're
set
chit-chatting
all this
with
up
right
just
now.
to nail you guys.
No, there's more to it than that. The Marines' Metal Gear Ray project, headed by Commander Dolph, was carried out in opposition to the Navy's Arsenal Gear project. To
Drunk
be more
Smash
precise,
too.
the Patriots
Obviously.
considered Metal Gear Ray to be a thorn in their side. Hence, they attacked the dummy tanker and stole Ray. They followed this up with a perfect plan. They immediately sent a fully loaded tanker to the same location and sank it. Then set up the facility to camouflage the development of Arsenal Gear.
And we fell for it. 2 more puppets in their show.
Raiden doesn't know anything. He's the caboose of this game.
Colonel Gerlukovich and his daughter Olga?
Both fell victim to Ocelot's plot.
Was Solidus behind all this? He used Ocelot to get hold of Ray, huh?
No, he was underground, keeping a low profile at the time.
Then it must be the Patriots.
If that's the case, what's Ocelot doing alongside Solidus?
Yes.
Forget it. We're wasting time. We can figure this out later. The nuclear strike's been prevented, but Arsenal still has a massive payload of missiles to deal with.
Right. If the opposition gets control of those missiles.
Raiden, you've got to find Emma.
Wait a second. Isn't Emma Emmerich?
My sister.
What's she doing here?
You got me. She's a computer whiz who specializes in neural AI and ultra-variable volume data analysis using complex logic. How she got involved in weapons development is beyond me.
Whatever her reasons, we need her in order to stop Arsenal.
Raiden, find her.
I'm on my way.
Okay. Let's go. Can I do get to actually play now.
Why are you like this?
Why not?
That's why not. That was like 30 minutes of cutscene. Yeah, I had time to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
When
I
I-
came back
when
in
I
a
eventually-
different cutscene.
when I eventually edit this down for the YouTube version, I'm curious as to how that's gonna how that's gonna be split. Okay, time for swimming again.
I've just had a brilliant idea, Nicholas.
Oh,
Perhaps, if we get up in time, we should go to that breakfast place downtown that we went to after seeing the venue.
ooh yeah! I am super down.
Nice.
Super down, Mario. This is not the right way.
Maurice just sent me very cute photos of a very stoned Smush.
Very stoned.
She gave them fresh catnip socks yesterday. You know, where you put catnip in a cheap sock and they go nuts.
I don't know of it, no. What do you want, Plisky boy?
Raiden, are you reading me?
Otacon.
This is Otacon. What's your
Swing.
situation?
Other Plisky boy.
Wet and miserable. This place is flooded. The
No shit.
seawater that's been pumped up is pouring into the building.
You've already been
I
here
see.
once.
Listen, there's something I have to tell you about EE.
Don't worry about her. I'll get her out.
She's afraid of water.
What?
Why?
Yeah. When she was
Oh,
6
that's
years
why.
old, she almost drowned with my father in our swimming pool.
She can't swim?
Well, yes and no. We used to swim a lot together when we were kids. In fact, she swam like a fish until that day when she almost drowned. When the accident happened, I was in my room. I learned later that EE was calling me for help. She didn't doubt for a minute that I'd be there. You could see the pool from my room, but I didn't realize at the time that she needed my help.
What were you doing?
I was,
So Emma survived the ordeal.
yeah, but my father didn't.
What?
So you blamed yourself and left your family.
No. EE seems to believe that was the case. The fact is,
I'm sorry.
I betrayed her.
Was he
And you
looking
think
at
she can't swim
inappropriate
because of the
content on
traumatic
the internet?
experience?
I haven't seen her since that day, but yes, I think so. I got a letter from Julie, her mother, after they moved back to England. In her letter, she mentioned that EE couldn't swim anymore, that she refused to even wear a bathing suit.
Damn. If she still can't swim, we're in trouble. Level B1 in the core is pretty much flooded.
Look, maybe you can help her overcome the trauma.
You want me to help her get over
By
it?
what? Just
It's
tossing
Still
her
gonna
in?
take some time to repair the Kamov.
It's
Sorry,
amazing
kid.
what you can do
Emma's
with
rescue
computers
is up
these
to
days.
you.
Thanks. An underwater mission. Well, this is a first. Look.
You mean you
I'll
didn't
see
have
what I can
underwater
do.
missions
I
in
suggest
VR?
that you drum
Well,
the
we
map
didn't
of the
have
building into
daytime
your
missions
head,
in
because you
VR.
won't have time to look at it when you try to bring Emma out.
I'm
When does
counting on you,
NFL
Ryder.
start again?
I covered most of the core when I had to take
September,
out the
probably.
C4s. If there's anything you need to ask me, call me on the Kodak.
He's
I'll
watching
do
one of his
that.
Japanese animes. Is that what the kids are calling them these days?
Were there tentacles involved?
Oh, wait, no, need to... While I'm here... Vroom. Yes, game, I'm drowning. I'm fixing that. I am...
Otacon is basically Haifumi Yamada. Is that girlfriend?
No, different Hifumi.
Okay. In Persona 5 Royal, I was dating Haifumi, so I was like, girlfriend? Don't insult girlfriend.